Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about 8 things that often become unbearable in perimenopause and postmenopause. The depletion of hormones in midlife is a significant event that affects women emotionally, mentally, and physically, and causes certain things to all of a sudden become very difficult to tolerate. Because we're rolling into summer in my corner of the world and things are heating up, I'm making extreme temperatures number 1. Shifting estrogen affects the hypothalamus and messes with the body's internal thermostat, throwing off temperature regulation. It's the cause of the dreaded hot flash, which thankfully I don't experience, and can leave you feeling extremely hot or extremely cold, which unfortunately I do struggle with. I've never been much of a summer person, but now that I'm postmenopausal, I can't do the heat at all. It actually makes me feel ill, and I'm incredibly thankful for air conditioning. I am a fall and winter girl all the way. I have the windows open when it's snowing outside and it's marvelous, but extreme cold can be hard for me to cope with as well, and I have flares when I feel absolutely freezing and nothing that I do warms me up. My hands, feet, and nose will actually become so cold that I'll have to shower to warm up. It's just as uncomfortable as overheating, but I'll take the cold over the heat any day. Do any of you find extreme temperatures unbearable? I'm curious to see how many of you deal with this as well. Stress is number 2 because the level of overwhelm in menopause is unreal. I don't deal with stress near as well as I used to, and I speak with women daily that are struggling to deal with everyday stressors that were never an issue before. Things that rolled off my back in my 30s and are really no big deal, like an unexpected appointment or a change in my routine, cause me undue stress now and can easily derail me for the entire day. And when legitimate stressful events occur, my ability to manage is at about 50% now. And my son will sometimes have to help me figure things out and calm down. It's very frustrating because I've always been the go-to person, and now I'm struggling a bit to pull it together, although it doesn't stop me from trying. Next is clothing. When I was in perimenopause, clothing was a real problem for me. Everything felt wrong. My skin was so dry, itchy, and sensitive that most fabrics were unbearable. It was like wearing sandpaper at times. I'm a great deal better now, but bras and jeans are still a big no, and socks remain torture tubes. When estrogen drops, the amount of collagen women lose increases substantially, and it makes the skin thin, dry, fragile, and highly sensitive, and many fabrics up against the skin for any length of time can be torturous. It's also the cause for the chronic itchiness that so many of you struggle with in menopause. Number 4 is BS. Tolerance for drama, incompetence, sass, disrespect, and all forms of annoying and inconsiderate behavior is in short supply in midlife. I wondered if it was just a side effect of aging, but my level of tolerance didn't plummet until I was closer to postmenopause. So in my case, I think hormones are a factor. Having spoken to thousands of women over the years, it seems that not being able to or not caring to deal with BS is very common in peri and postmenopause, so I'm not alone. I really hope I don't become one of those grouchy old ladies chasing the kids off her lawn waving a cane over her head. Next is noise and crowds. Neither bothered me until a couple of years ago. Now they can be incredibly uncomfortable. When it comes to noise, it's like my ears pick up every single sound amplified, like a superpower, but not in a good way. Even a tapping pen can seem annoyingly loud, and when there are many noises going on all at the same time, like in a busy store, it can become so overwhelming that I completely lose my focus and can't concentrate on what I'm supposed to be doing. Crowds are an extension of that. Too many noises and too many people buzzing around, bumping into you, and heaven forbid, trying to have a conversation with you. I can socialize with maybe 2 people while I'm out, then I'm done. I've spoken to many people who now order their groceries and shop online to avoid society. So I know it's not just me. I think it's one of the reasons many menopausal women become introverts and homebodies. Number 6 is sugar and processed food. Digestion is greatly altered for many women in midlife, and trying to eat like a 30-year-old just doesn't fly anymore, especially when it comes to goodies. Indulging in fast food and sweet treats can have some very unbearable consequences. I've gotten my digestion to a pretty good place, but when I sneak a rich or sugary goodie, I usually feel pretty crummy afterward. You would think that would deter me from enjoying those types of yumminess here and there, but it doesn't, because I am human and I don't want to live the rest of my life without chocolate or the occasional poutine. Alcohol can also become unbearable because alcohol tolerance declines in menopause. When perimenopause hit, I couldn't handle even half a drink without feeling horribly. Perhaps it was a histamine reaction, but I seem to tolerate other high histamine foods just fine. Other peri- and postmenopausal women have shared similar experiences with me, so it seems to be a common issue. Changes to water regulation, liver enzymes, blood sugar, and histamine production in menopause can alter our sensitivity to alcohol, exacerbating menopause symptoms and leaving many of us feeling pretty horribly. Odors are number 8. Why does everything smell so much stronger in menopause? My nose is working overtime and almost every smell is overpowering. I even smell things that aren't there. Food smells off when it isn't. I constantly go looking for the source of the smoke, mold, and rotting garbage that I frequently smell that doesn't seem to exist. All of my freshly washed laundry smells stale all of a sudden, and I constantly smell BO thinking it's me, and it isn't. I see and hear things that aren't there as well, but that's a topic for another video. Do any of you have the nose of a bloodhound now, or deal with phantom smells? Peri- and postmenopause can make many things unbearable and hard to manage. It can leave you feeling on the fritz or slightly out of order, and it's very annoying and frustrating. I wish health, happiness, and peace of body and mind for each of you, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.